ratings actually fell below those of Richard Nixon, who left office in disgrace. But they're very close. But it is amusing, I think, for us all to see President Bush, with his disastrously low approval ratings, digging on Congress and admonishing them. He found the one institution in the country that has a lower approval rating than he does. We're the world's only superpower. We're also the world's largest debtor nation. It's time to reconcile reality with the promises of the founders 200 years ago. That means you and I have to become active participants in our participatory democracy. Begin attending those school board meetings, city hall meetings, taking back your neighborhoods. And while it isn't perhaps as exciting as talking about the Sudan and Darfur at the United Nations, the reality is those communities, those neighborhoods, that local government determines more about the quality of the air you breathe and the water you drink and the safety of your children than all of the national politics combined. And when you have taken back those communities, folks, and asserted grassroots political influence, perhaps we can return this country to a national participatory democracy in which you won't be taken for granted or for fools. Right there, fools. I think it was underlined. I don't think we can stand any more help with the audio visual equipment.
What the hell's going on here?
Officer, do you have a gun on you? We'll leave it right there. I want to get your questions and dialogue with you. I do urge you to consider registering as independents, pushing back against these two partisan parties. The reasons, I hope, are self-evident, that we're all in this room rationalists, empiricists, interested in reality and nonpartisan independent reality and improving not only our own lives, but the lives of our children and their children to come. I thank you very much for spending part of the evening, and I look forward to hearing your questions. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am. Right.
Said that immigrants are responsible for 10 billion US GDP decrease. And actually, the report was saying that immigrants are responsible for a decrease from a gain from $1 to $10 billion.
Well, in point of
we don't report before you find that before you decide on the shows.
Oh, no, we don't. And in the spirit in which you asked the question, let me ask you this. Do you know how much George Bordas, Harvard economics professor, says illegal immigration contributes in depressing wages in this country each year? Do you know that?
If you're willing to pay $12 for a pound of potatoes, only
I beg your pardon?
if you're willing to pay $12 for a pound of potatoes, I think only
Do you think so?
yeah, I think you're going to get all the immigrants away from this country.
Oh, you wouldn't pay it? Oh, I see. So you're not really going to answer my question about George Bordas at Harvard University this study, which concluded, by the way, that excess immigration, you've been frankly mad silly. The fact of the matter is that illegal immigration, excessive immigration into this country, it's estimated to cost about $200 billion in depressed wages. The fact of the matter is that we are interested in facts over now. We are empiricists and rationalists. Did you know that my broadcast has pointed out on a number of occasions that if you raise the wages of migrant workers in the produce fields by 45%, what the cost would be to a head of lettuce? Do you know what that would be? Man, it would be 10 cents for every American consumer. It would end the exploitation of illegal labor. But this is an inconvenient reality for partisans who have an orthodox view and who are committed to an agenda that is not necessarily conducive to either alignment with reality or with the well-being of the American people and our national interests. So that would be my answer to you. I would also ask you to consider when you talk about these matters that the four industries, because we're told there are so many jobs that Americans want to, correct? And you alluded to the cost of potatoes. The four primary industries which have the highest concentration really of aliens as employees are construction, landscaping, hospitality, and leisure restaurants and hotels. Do you know what has happened to wages in each of those industries over the course of the past 5 years, man? They have declined. They have declined because corporate America means for those wages to decline. And the AFL-CIO and other unions are working in complicity with the Open Borders agenda to do precisely that because they want the membership. We're going to talk about reality, and I'm no longer going to put up with the nonsense and no longer listen to race debating on this issue, because we're going to talk empirically in this country, and I'm going to insist on the facts in this debate and dialogue. You're what? I'm sorry. Right.